Right, so I think I should be back to work today. I mean, when I say should, it doesn't matter if I'm not. What I mean is, I'll put spaces on the calendar. If nobody books it, then, then great. I've already filmed this, so I can just have another date myself. I might just decide to have a date myself anyway. But what I'm saying is, if you want to book a session, you can check. And I might be back to work today. I'll see how I feel. So, anyway, I am filming this a week before you're watching it. So, um, we're just going to bash on. So, tell me in the past something for a divine feminine. What was, and these are interesting cards. I don't know why I've picked these ones up, but we'll go with it. Tell me something for a divine feminine, male or female in the past. It can make sense to lots of different people. Positivity, faith, and optimism. That's interesting because today is my placement still. Aries, Sun, Sag, Moon. So again, you could be, a very generally like positive, happy, optimistic person. I don't really like the word positive, by the way, because there's a lot of toxic positivity. So, but that's just me personally. Um, but yeah, you know what I mean. Generally speaking, you can always find the silver lining in a dark situation. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you're on. Keep the faith and keep going. And like I said, that's generally the energy of today because it's not only my placements, I've got a close friend with those same placements. It is very optimistic energy. So yeah, but in the past, I feel that specifically divine feminines that no matter how dark the spiritual warfare has got on your twin flame journey, like you never gave up hope and you always kept the faith that the true love would prevail in the end. You can tell I'm still channeling the Pisces energy that we're still in for another week, on the day that I'm filming it. And also, I don't know why I felt it's interesting. The wolf was all upside down, turned, so that's the masculine energy was all higgledy piggledy all over the place. Is what that would mean. Um, right. Or your discernment was all over the place because wolves are about discernment amongst other things, right? So the masculine in the past was attracting, not chasing. But you see how this is again, this came out today that I'm going to use those block cards. If that comes out, I'll laugh. This is about I feel I'm going to be attracting, I've already attracted, but I feel I'm going to be attracting a lot of men that I need to clear the energy of you being chased by women because it's all wrong, you know what I mean? And it's not your fault, it's been programmed into you. But yeah, and that's what I feel that's about attracting, not chasing. But let's read that anyway. But that's what I'm going to use those cards. Anything or anyone you chase will run another way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, welcome energy. I feel in the past, or like I said, I feel this is going to speak to masculines that you have been the one that's been pursued rather than being the pursuer. And like I keep saying, the masculine energy is the hunter, the pursuer. And that's what's been kind of wrong is you've got distorted masculine with karmic pursuers, women, men, or whatever, same sex, whoever this makes sense with. And then you've got, in a way, divine feminines being the chaser and the masculine hunting energy. Like, hey, that's my man, or hey, that's my woman. You know what I mean? Because it's like energetically, whether you're saying that or not, it's like, especially when you can feel that someone's being hoodwinked by people that are going to really hurt them. That's not controlling, it's being protected. Because like I say all the time, with twin flames, that's to me why there's literally no difference between true twin flames and kingdom spouse. To me, it's not a different thing. If you feel different, that's your prerogative, but that's not the downloads I get. It's like you're praying every day to free this person from the spiritual warfare. And it's kind of like, but it's, look, let's be honest, right? There's things on this channel that I have channeled, been inspired by something, the divine, but yeah, probably feeling masculines being stuck in certain situations, whether it be literally or in their head or whatever. And this can be any masculines out there, but at least some of these ones will have been inspired by my own masculine, with me not actually totally fully knowing. But the point is when a divine feminine channels, especially the ones that do things like me, right? When you do things and you put them out there, if you're doing things and you know that your twin's going to benefit from it too, but you've got to release like where they go next. So say you put healing out and it helps somebody get out the stuck mindset But it's like, what if it's, let's say if it's to do with love, it helps somebody get out of something that wasn't right for them in love. But then what if they don't go to you and they go to someone else? Like, are you going to be like, oh, fuck you? You're probably not going to be very happy, right? Especially if you want to see them. But the point is that it's unconditional love. So do you mean that's quite a tough thing to take on board, isn't it? But if you truly do unconditionally love somebody, you wouldn't want to control them and you'd want them to work things out for themselves, but you keep praying for them to see the truth. That's the point. So that's basically what that was meaning. Right, let's get those block cards though, because that was an intense message, but I want to see if that card comes out. And remember, we're still in Pisces as I'm filming this. It's about forgiveness. So although you're watching this and it'll be Aries, the truth, it's you can still embody a bit of that unconditional love and forgiveness because a lot of masculines will only be beginning to start to see the truth in this month. You know what I mean? And some much later on. So it really just depends. Like some I feel won't be beginning to see the truth until we come out of the retrogrades, the Venus retrograde mid-May, unfortunately. But it's just different for different people. What was the block in the past for whoever resonates for this for the feminine? Untrue stories. You tell yourself bad things, change the stories, and see good things happen. And they're reminding me to say again that because this day is for Aries, Sun, Sag, Moon, that is why I'm good at helping people do that. And really, anyone that has, that combination, you've got a gift for helping people be able to see the positive in a situation. Like, so if you have went through a challenging situation like what I've just described, like, well, how did you grow and learn from that? Patience. That's something, again, I can safely say that's something that's taught me on this journey is, every time I fall, like, oh, maybe I'm going to hear from him or maybe something's going to happen. As every years went on, I didn't need any more. I really personally, that's my ego speaking, but I don't feel I needed any more lessons of being patient. I'm like literally the most patient person you could ever fucking meet. That's why I'm good at helping people that are having challenges in any area of life, or if you've got like different difficulties and stuff. I don't like calling it learning difficulties, right? And like disorders and all these fucking horrible words that I feel they use these words to disempower you, because whatever people call a difficulty in this material world, like all the different things that I've got, it's actually a superpower too. Because look what I'm sitting doing, like in my jammies, if you don't mind, and I'm actually churning a whole load out in a row. But it's kind of like, you know what I mean? And also it's quite a good business mind because I'm filming all them all now so that I can have a week off. Like I've basically done it all, you know what I mean? So I've got a load of different skills that somebody that's really practical and logical doesn't have. So it's kind of like, and like my sixth retrograde, that's what makes me so patient and introspective, and I see things that other people don't see. So again, if you want to hear about you, I could look at your chart and tell you, but they always just get me to teach it. But it's because today is actually my placements, Aries, Sun, Sag, Moon. So let's see what's blocking the masculine in the past. That the masculine will have been doing that too. You see about their feelings, like that you're not good enough, criticizing criticizing your partners, driving them away, focus on their good qualities. So I feel in the past, whether you were doing this out loud masculine or it more feels like you were doing that internally, like that flaw finding. I feel this masculine group were trying to flaw find, like, yeah, this is too good to be true. Like they're like my total dream person. They're my wish come true. There must be something wrong with them. Like they're after me for my money or they're after me for some kind of something, like, this is too good to be true. Like I feel you were looking for, yeah, problems. What's the block between both these people? Again, it's when I say people, it's a whole load of sets of twins that could resonate. I've never seen this card before, and that's weird. I've also don't think I've asked for an in-between card that I can remember. Soulmate only. You have many soulmates who would be great for you. There's not just one. Will we bin this? I don't like that. Oh, but wow. I don't like that because, well, it depends, right? If, yeah, put it this way, this isn't a twin flame deck, so that is true. If you're not on the twin flame journey, you've got, well, no, I can't look. I'm a twin flame healer. I can't even fucking say it. Like, I do believe there is somebody out there for you. If you're a twin flame, there is only one twin flame. There's not many twin flames. That's bullshit when people say that. It's just like when people try to say that they're twin flame someday, it's not romantic. That's no. Um, but there's not many things I'll say it's a yeah or a no, but that's one of the things that I'm like, no, it's not a platonic, it's not a friendship. You are. it's your best, it's the other half of your soul, but it's, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of sexual energy. Um, that's the block though. I feel the block for both people at some point, maybe even at different points, as you kept second guessing it. This is too good to be true. This is too easy. This isn't. That's what I feel the block is. Um, Changing them, trying to change someone never works. Accept them as they are or move on. Okay, like, this is some strong energy coming through, but this is for Aries season. Remember, yeah, I feel this is about accepting the light and dark within you, and then that's leading you to accept the light and dark in your true twin flame. Nobody's perfect kind of thing. And I'm filming it on the Virgo full moon, so that's a perfect message. Right. Presently, where is the divine feminine at that resonates with this? Because I've got two more to film, maybe three more. Because I'm going to do Saturday, Sunday, and I might do like a therapy Thursday for each. So really it means I've got four more. I won't make them that long. Presently, doorway. This is to do with the eclipse, filming it on the eclipse. An opportunity is about to present itself that leads you to a new person. And I feel the new person is you've changed and transformed into who you are today. And so is your twin flame, and they're coming to the door. Okay, that might literally be coming to the door. But I feel it's like they're coming the door. It's like the door to this connection is brand new people going through the transformation. Oh, I like the way that came through. And also, we're in the eclipse hallway right now. So I always talk about doors and windows and stuff in the eclipse hallway. The masculine presently that connects with this message. Dreams. Let go. Look to your dreams. They hold the answers you seek. So I said this in one of the other ones. If you're this masculine collective, I feel you are seeing visions of your divine feminine in your dreams. Definitely as Pisces season came to close there, but we've still got Pisces energy going on. Obviously, I'm hiccuping, clearing energy. But I really do feel that this is picking up on what I said, that like this divine feminine is your dream come true. You're a dream come true at the feminine. You both were blocking each other. I just feel I'm picking up on a collective of twin flames. And then this is all twin flames, but this feels really strong that it's like I just don't think you've been used to good things happening to you. Look at this. You've been used to toxicity, both people. Toxic relationships can drain your energy and self-worth, be aware. So this is in romantic relationships. You've both had toxic romantic relationships, even if it's like, somebody's not had that many, or, somebody's had loads. It's different for different people, but this can be anyone in your life. Toxic friends, toxic family, toxic workplaces, toxic blah, blah, blah. Toxic seems quite harsh sometimes, but it does say toxicity. It's not good. It's drained your self-worth, your self-esteem. And therefore, when you do meet your dream come true in the physical, you question it every step of the way and you look for flaws. It's sad energy, that the X. Healing from past heartbreak takes time. Be patient with yourself. So this is on the masculine side. So yeah, because of that, because I'm masculine, basically self-sabotage, but it does feel like the feminine has too. You've mirrored each other at some point. Like, so it feels like the feminine at first has denied this connection and tried to put it down as something like something other than what it was, which was special, is what I'm hearing. It's like you've tried to look for what was wrong about it. That'll fit for whoever, right? But this masculine then mirrored you and then got into quite toxic things, and they're healing from that, falling fast. And so they're afraid to fall in love with their true feminine. Love happens quickly, but don't lose yourself in the process. And I feel what they're saying as well is this is a masculine group that it could have quite possibly been love at first sight, and that's what scared them, and they've tried to put themselves off it. Spend some time alone; it will help you gain clarity on your relationship. Yeah, and they pulled right back and didn't want to become too attached because they already felt that. Oh wow, so that's definitely coming on really strong there. I don't need to look at my thing. I know it by heart now. So, right, what's anything hidden that we need to hear about? Give us the raw truth. Change. Aries is a sign of change. We're in Aries season, the first couple of days. So yeah, there's changes coming. Divine feminine. I feel it's hidden from you right now. Great fortunes coming your way. So you could be in a time of great fortune now. I feel you could be coming in a lot of divine inheritance, as in you've put in a lot of hard work. possibly for many years or decades. Really depends on how this resonates. And I feel you're seeing the benefits of that work coming to fruition. It's a little bit like the example I just gave of it's exciting for me to have been having a session with a twin flame couple a week apart, like, working with one and then working with the other. Like that was an exciting shift in my work. Like, and I want to see more of them for people. Because there's no shame in asking for help. I mean, that, like I said to both those people separately, like especially Divine Feminine, because that's who I've worked more with. Like, they're much further on than a lot of other people, than some twin flame couples that will like be out there struggling and almost breaking up. Like, it's much better to go and get the help to stop that from happening. Do you know what I'm saying? Because these are difficult relationships. Um, so good fortune. Again, the masculine is going to come into good fortune too. So this feels like twin flame couples that you're going to come into great wealth together, because balancing your masculine feminine within you and then actually reuniting with your feminine, you should come into great wealth. That's what it's all about. You look, poverty and pathways behind. So whatever pathways that you followed that led you to lack, especially in work, but this feels like in love and life and friendship, that's behind you. You're coming into great fortune. But I'm hearing it's only if you can put the boundaries up with the sharks, because they're pulling me at the Hoover with shark on it. That's so funny. Yeah, unexpected income. Yeah, again, this could already have been happening to some of you, or it's going to be. But they're strongly saying to me, look out for the sharks. Like, look out for the people that are like, oh, you're doing so well, or coming out the woodwork. You haven't heard from them for ages and they're popping up. It is the retrograde season. Nah, fucking see you later. Do you know what I mean? Thief. Ah, exactly. Look, that's why I said it like that. See, it's quite funny. If people don't get the way I work, they'll be like, what the fuck? But it's like when I bring in the sass, it's because it's part of the channeling. They're thieves, they're energy thieves. I hope they're not literal thieves. Fucking get them out of your house. But it's kind of like it's they're an energy thief. They're just trying to ride on your coattails. Don't let it happen. Family room, shit. Some of them could be family. Child, fuck's sake, what's all this about? This could be, well, obviously things to do with children or people you've got children with, or or it's something about it could be manipulation around your inner child, because we had family room followed by child. So however that fits. And yeah, I don't know how that's going to fit, and it's not everyone's message, but there's unexpected income coming. So just when you come into this great fortune, this great wealth, and unexpected income, just watch out for energy thieves. Yeah, journey. You're going places. Sudden wealth, fucking hell, how much? Jesus Christ, what am I going to call? What the hell am I going to title this? Wait a minute. This is weird. Look, there's a message coming, message of love coming. There's a lot of this is not just money. This is like divine inheritance. This is union. Look, marriage. So marriage card is about union. Look, it's not very often you're going to wait a minute. My fucking draft that was out. Well, it's not that big a deal, but well, to me, it's not anyway. No, it's not very often you're going to see me holding up two cards about money, but it's kind of like, that will pull in people that, so let's get the money cards. But yeah, it's because you deserve it. That for people that resonate with this, it's because you deserve it. But just look out for people that are trying to cut corners. Um, and it doesn't mean they want your money necessarily. I feel it's your energy. Like people are wanting to come back because you're doing well. I'm not talking about twin flames with twin flames, by the way. I'm talking about karmic energies. But it's wise to be just discerning all round, isn't it? But it's because again, yeah, if a twin flame's trying to actually, which does happen, but if a twin flame's trying to actually fuck over a twin flame, they really need to go and look within about why you're trying to fuck yourself over, because it is your own energy. I have to keep saying that. It's like what I say all the time. I say this all the time, but they're getting me to say it, especially maybe because all those combination of cards. If a friend or a family or anybody, even a therapist for God's sake, if somebody is got, and those of you that have done therapy with me, when you're actually in contact with your twin flame, you'll know that. Pay attention. If somebody is like talking shit and really trying to put you off your twin flame, it means that there's a part of them that's not really very a big fan of you, to be honest. So I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but like my therapy clients anonymously will be cheering me on right now. when I'm doing therapy with someone that's in a twin flame connection, right, which is everyone that does therapy, um, I'm not trying to put them off their twin flame. I'm teaching them about boundaries and, loving themselves and seeing the other person's point of view and not making assumptions and all this kind of stuff that a good therapist or healer would do. But I mean, because I do the shamanic counseling as well, it's yeah. So do you know what I mean? It's just like that's just an example of it. Like, so basically, yeah, they're getting me to say it because it matters. Like I have, so I just happen to be there when people are breaking up with people, and I've been there when people are with a karmic partner right through when they get a divorce. It's because that was destined to happen anyway, because they were with somebody that wasn't good for them, usually toxic, something going on, and I'm the person to guide and help the person through it because I am a shaman that deals with psychopomp. I am a soul midwife. It's all these different words for it. Like I'm there to be there at the end and the transition of things. But um yeah, it's definitely something about like just pay attention to who is not encouraging you with this twin flame union or to go towards a twin flame. They've got some ulterior motive. I mean, in some cases, it could just be some people don't get it, and actually, if you're the masculine, it could be for a lot of masculines. It's actually because you've deflected the heat from yourself and maybe blame stuff on the divine feminine, and that's where it would be the masculine's personal responsibility to clean up that side of the street. And I do believe the masculines are where they have sort of put the divine feminine in a bad light. That is what they'll do. Now, whether the family and the friends and whoever else change their mind, that's not within the masculine and certainly not the feminine's control. But it's yeah, however that all resonates. So what else do we need to know? I was just checking the mic was still on. Imagine I've been filming this and it wasn't even on. Unlimited ideas, but I feel this is unlimited ideas that are coming from God, from source creation to give you these ideas to help people. Again, it feels very much like, like ministry work or like, twin. I feel this is going to really speak to twins that are guided by Mary Magdalene and Jesus. And you just know, if you're guided by them specifically, you just know. Like, obviously, I strongly very resonate with that. Absolutely, sisterhood of the rose, all of this kind of stuff and it's this kind of feeling of I'm going to get those cards actually. It's this kind of feeling of that's why all this unexpected money and divine inheritance and just I just feel you're going to be surrounded by so much abundance, but you've got to be so careful of who wasn't supporting you before or who was actually trying to prevent you from reaching each other. And suddenly they're like, oh yeah, I mean, some of it could be genuine. They like I said, they could have been getting the wrong end of the stick because it was created that way by one of yous. But for a lot of people, it's no genuine. So be able to see what's what or book a session with someone that's an expert at this. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is divinely guided action to allow these ideas to come to fruition. Some of you, that's a big massive sign green flag to like go to your feminine. This is what you're missing out on. But for other you that are already with your feminine, it's just the big massive thumbs up. That'd be funny if that happens. um yeah, that you're on the right track. Clean energy food, so that's just something about detox and decluttering. Again, that's what I have been doing. um, Exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. Yeah, so you could be getting on a bit of a health kick in Aries because although I'm saying that, I've been detoxing, but I'm going to allow myself a wee kind of mini break from it while I have a bit of a holiday. Like I said, holiday as in I'm tidying up, but I did get a bit of chocolate. I don't know if I'll be want to eat it though. And then I'm going to get on my health kick again in Aries. When you're watching this, I should be my health kick now. I'll be juicing and everything, exercising, doing all the things if I'm sticking to it. I'm just going to get those cards. Right, they're not all here, but let's see what comes out because I was guided to these. So what else do we need? What do we need to know for the feminine? The Great Mother, surrender to the mystery, fall into her arms. What I usually say about that card is fall into her arms. And look, wow, that's mental. See what I mean about they're just speaking through me. Again, I'm sorry if you're here all the time, I know you know, but for people that are new, notice that I just said about um Mary Magdalene, Divine Feminine, and everything. And this is saying fall into her arms. Oh no, it's basically what I just said about the masculine. Like that's a big green flag to go to your feminine. Fall into her arms. Especially if you're not in a good place and you're like, who do I go to? Who genuinely has my back? You're feminine because it's your own feminine energy within you. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past life. That's definitely a masculine group that are releasing a karmic situation and they're like, who do I go to? Who do I trust? Take a break, life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. Notice I just mentioned about taking a break. There's loads of synchronicity here. Right, could we get something for the masculine? Although that feels like it was for the masculine, that's for the masculine. Soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. Yeah, it's time to step up into your masculine energy after a hard time. Silver lining, relief, hope, mercy. It's over. Acceptance after the rain. Wow, that's powerful because what I said about the optimism of Aries, Sun, Sag, Moon. You've went through a hard time, but the worst of it is over, and you've got a lot of abundance coming to you. Good, and like I said, I keep stressing that's not just money. Being surrounded by positive, uplifting soul family. Oh, shit. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. If you felt really alone, this is a big sign that you don't need to be alone. What lights you up? Move towards the people and the people that light you up. And for a lot of you, that's going to be you go to your twin flame and you're going to meet all these other people that support you, the two of you. You know what I mean? Some of you, that's so sad. I feel some of you are actually having to create a whole new network of people around you because who you had around you wasn't supportive. What else do you need to know for the feminine? Faith, yeah. Keep having the faith. Have faith, and all things are possible. Lean into the Aries Sun Sag Moon and have some of my Aries Sun Sag Moon masculine healing. So, like I said, some masculines are still healing. It said healing from the ex specifically, or it could be healing from friendship breakdowns, or healing from family rifts, or work. So, whatever's going on here. It's time to open up to healing or to provide healing to others. So, again, I feel right. Two things. That is just picking up on what I said about when I've been working with twins that are together, right? Those masculines, like I said to that man I work with too, those men in particular, but the masculine, whatever the masculine energy, male or female, those of you that are in union and you're actually recognizing that you need healing, even though you're together, you're, like I said, quantum leaps ahead of people that aren't getting the help. I think, oh yeah, we're in union, we don't need help. No, you still need help. You know what I mean? Because it's a new way of being. These are it's new energies, it's a new frequency of these connections that not everyone's used to, but people like me that have been worked with thousands of twin flames, we've got more experience than others, than people that don't know about working with thousands of twin flames. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't, but just to stress, that doesn't mean that people that have been doing this kind of work for less time than me aren't good at what they do. That's don't at all because it's Mercury retrograde. That's not what that message means because they're just saying it through me. What it means is inevitably there's going to be some things that an elder that's some nothing to do with age, somebody that's got more experience is going to have more knowledge about. That's in these shamanic traditions and stuff. That's you would go to the elder. You would go to the elder in the group because they've got the wisdom and more experience to tell you the answer. You know what I'm saying? But again, even they wouldn't know everything. But yeah, I get what they're saying. So what else? Guidance. Yeah, you go to the elder for guidance. Fuck's sake, this is hilarious. Yeah, you go to the elder for guidance. This is like, right, although I do past life regression too, when I had a past life regression session once, I said I was an angry blue star that was angry because people weren't listening that they weren't listening to me, and I was here to come to teach about the new earth. And although I felt a lot better after I had that past life regression, sometimes I can still feel that because it's like I'm a Blu-ray twin flame. I'm a twin flame elder that's here to give out really important messages. But look how tiny the channel is. Like, look, I'm so fucking proud of how much this channel's grown. If it wasn't for you, then I wouldn't be doing this, would I? But when and again, I must stress, I'm really happy for other people's channels that grow. I'm a quiet cheerleader of quite a lot of people. I'm going to be honest, like I said, like I said in my other videos, like I still cheer people on that I don't even watch their channels and stuff like that. But there's some people that I still do. It really just depends. It's just because again, I'm just time's just going on so much with it. Like I said in one of the recent videos, like I'm just not. I genuinely am in though. I said if you've watched that video, you get what I mean. Like I genuinely am in watching as many YouTube videos as what I once did because I was watching too many of them. But I do still watch people now and again and stuff. But I fell out of resonance with so many that I would have watched before. But you're being encouraged to ask your angels for guidance on your current situation. So yeah, basically the point is yeah, I am a twin flame elder and I've got a lot more experience than many people on YouTube. Yeah, you wouldn't think it. And like, I wouldn't blame people for just like totally bypassing me because of that. But isn't that great black magic? You know what I'm saying? For the people that have tried to hide me, the energies that know that I know what I'm talking about. So if you had the third eye open to be able to be like, wait a minute, she's actually telling the truth. And there are people on the chat saying how good the sessions are and how much they've helped her and how much the free videos have helped. See, that's the sad thing. I know what they're saying. Some people will see others saying that these free videos have helped them out of a toxic situation where they would have possibly have had to have paid a lot of money to get support to help. And people will be like, nah, what's the catch? They'll not believe it. You know what I mean? And I get it. At once upon a time, that would have been me. But yeah, you've got to kind of open your eyes to the miracles and the magic. And Pluto 0 degrees, Scorpio in the 12th house is all I can say. It's a calling, and it's a calling to help people out of the lower world and the darkness. Yeah. And help the masculine fast track ascension. That's definitely one of my jobs as well. The chosen one. The masculines are fast tracking the ascension. And you're going to be shining your light masculine, whether you're male or female. Let your light shine, harmonize. All the people that have tried to keep this um, union apart, all the unions that resonate with us. I think that might be it. Do we want what does that say? And that's how they're going to be resentful, indignant, offended, bitter. Look, that's the hating karmics. I wouldn't normally say that, but that's what they said to me because I picked up 33 minutes, come to Jesus. But even the hating karmics, I don't like saying hate or hating, but even the haters, yeah, even the jail haters, they can have a come to Jesus moment and realize that it's not very nice to be like that and you're just going to keep attracting shitey things. So you can change too. The masculine wants to say, I fantasize about you and I've been working on myself and I'm not the same as before because I had a come to Jesus moment. Might not be 33 minutes at your end. So please forgive me. It makes me feel physically sick when I think about how much pain and suffering I've caused you. I'm sorry for treating you that way. It was wrong. You didn't deserve that. Please forgive me. I wasn't just, please forgive me, baby. But reminds me of Elvis or something. It was because I wanted to check it was still on. So yeah, a lot of forgiveness coming about here. So I've been doing these that long. I've actually forgot what day this for. It was for the Friday, wasn't it? Right. So I'm going to do Saturday, Sunday. So thank you and see you in the next one. And yes, open for sessions now. So this will be going out on the Friday. So I'd imagine this will go out Friday night. If I put it out earlier, I put it earlier. But I'd imagine whenever it goes out, I don't know. I don't know when I put this out, but you know what I mean? Like I said, I might be back to work today. I might not. Don't work on the weekends anyway. So like I said, there's a chance I'll have decided not to go back to work today. But yeah, I should be open from the Tuesday when you watch this, if you're watching it the day it went out. But yeah, I typically work Tuesday to Friday, unless I'm on holiday or something, which I'm going to be finishing my holiday. Oh, you know what I'm saying. After this weekend you watch this, I'll be coming back working with people on the Tuesday. So really. Oh.